Hi guys, I'm back. Today I'm going to read 1 Samuel 1:7, Proverbs 17, and Psalm 144. Let's get started. He also said, Met of Ramathaim, Zophim, but the hill country of Ephraim, whose name was Elkanah, the son of Jeroham, son of Elihu, son of Tohu, son of Zaph, and Ephrathah. He had two wives. The name of one was Hannah, and the name of the other Peninnah. And Peninnah had John, but Hannah had no John. Now this man used to go out year by year from his sea to worship and to sacrifice to the Lord of hosts at Shiloh, where the two sons of Eli, Hophni and Phinehas, were priests of the Lord. On the day when Elkanah sacrificed, he would give portion to Peninnah his wife and to all her sons and daughters. But to Hannah he gave a double portion because he loved her, and the Lord had closed her womb. The rival used to provoke her grievously to irritate her, because the Lord had closed her womb. So it went on year by year. As often as she went up to the house of the Lord, she used to provoke her. Therefore Hannah wept and would not eat. And Elkanah, her husband, said to her, Hannah, why do you weep and why do you not eat? Why is your heart sad? Am I not more to you than 10 sons? After they had eaten and drunk in Shiloh, Hannah rose. Now Eli the priest was sitting on the seat beside the doorpost of the temple of the Lord. She was deeply distressed and prayed to the Lord and wept bitterly. And she vowed a vow and said, O Lord of hosts, if you indeed look on the affliction of your servant and remember me, and not forget your servant, I will give to your servant a son, and I will give him to the Lord all the days of his life. And no razor shall touch his head. As she continued praying before the Lord, Eli observed her mouth. Hannah was speaking in her heart, only listening, and her voice was not heard. At this point, Eli took her to be a drunk woman, and Eli said to her, How long will you go on being drunk? Put your wine away from me. And Hannah answered, No, my Lord, I will go in trouble with the Spirit. I have drunk neither wine nor strong drink. I have been pouring on my soul before the Lord. Do you know my God? Your servant is worthless one. For all along I have been speaking out of my great anxiety and vexation. And then Eli answered, Go in peace, and the God grant your petition. And you made him. And she said, Let yourself find favor in your eyes. And the woman went her way in day, and her face was no longer so. And they rose early in the morning and worshipped before the Lord. And they went back to the house of Ramah. And Elkanah knew Hannah's wife, and the Lord remembered her. In due time Hannah conceived and bore a son. And she called his name Samuel, for she said, I have asked for him from the Lord. And man Elkanah and all his house went up to offer to the Lord the yearly sacrifice and to pay his vow. And Hannah did not go up, for she said to her husband, As soon as the child is weaned, I will bring him, so that he may appear in the presence of the Lord until death. But Elkanah, her husband, said to her, Do what seems best to you. Wait until you have weaned him, and may the Lord establish his word. So the woman remained in the wilderness herself until she weaned him. When she had weaned him, she took him up with her, along with the 3-year-old boy and a skin one, and she brought him to the house of the Lord at Shiloh. And the child was young, and they slaughtered the bull, and they brought the child to Eli. And she said, O my Lord, as you live, my Lord. And the woman was standing here in your presence, praying to the Lord. For this child I pray, and the Lord has really not yet my petition that I made to him. Therefore I have led him to the Lord. As long as he lives, he is led to the Lord. And he worshipped the Lord there. And Hannah prayed and said, My heart exalted the Lord. My heart is exalted in the Lord. My laughter rides my enemy. As I rejoice in your salvation, there is no one holy like the Lord. And there is none besides you. There is no rock like our God. Talk no more, so very proudly. Let no arrogance come from your mouth. The Lord is a God of knowledge, and by him actions are weighed. And the vows of the mighty are broken, but the feeble are not slain. Those who are full have hired themselves out for bread, and those who are hungry have ceased to hunger. The barren have more than 7, but she who has many children fall. The Lord kills and brings to life. He brings down to Sheol and raises up. The Lord makes poor and makes rich. He brings light and he exalts. He raises up the poor from the dust. He lifts the needy from the ash. To make them sit with princes and inherit a seat of honor. The pillars of the earth are the Lord's, and on them he set the world. He will guard the feet of his faithful ones, and the wicked shall be cut off in darkness. Not by might shall man prevail. The investors of the Lord shall be broken to pieces. Against them he will thunder in heaven. The Lord, your judge, stands the earth. He will give strength to his king and exalt the horn of his anointed. And Elkanah went home to Ramah, and the boy was ministering to the Lord in the presence of Eli the priest. And the sons of Eli were worthless men. They did not know the law. The custom of the priest with the people was that when any man offered sacrifice, the priest's servant would go, and the meat was boiled with the 3-pronged fork in his hand, and he would thrust it into a pan or kettle or a cauldron or pot, all that the fork brought of the priest would take for himself. This is what they did at Shiloh to all the Israelites who came there. Moreover, before the fat was burnt, the priest's servant would come and say to the man who was sacrificing, Give meat for the priest to roast, but he would not accept boiled meat from you, but only raw. And the man said to him, Let them burn the fat first, and take as much as you wish. He would say, No, you must give it now, if not, I'll take it by force. As the sin of the young man was very great in the sight of the Lord. When the man was treated the offering of the Lord with contempt, Samuel was ministering before the Lord, a boy clothed with linen and fit, and his mother used to make for him a little robe and take it to him each year when she went up with her husband to offer the yearly sacrifice. And Eli would bless Elkanah and his wife and say, May the Lord give you children by this woman for the petition she asked of the Lord. And they would attend to her. Indeed, the Lord visited her, and she conceived and bore 3 sons and 2 daughters. And the boy Samuel grew in the presence of the Lord. But Eli was very old, and he kept hearing all their sons were doing to all Israel, and how they lay with the woman who was selling at the entrance to the tent of meeting. And she said to him, Why do you do such things? Right here, your evil doings from all these people. In my sense, there's no good report down here, the people of the Lord spreading abroad. If someone sins against the man, God will meditate for it. If someone sins against the Lord, who can intercede for it? That they will not listen to the words of their father. For it was the will for the will of the Lord, and to put them to death. And the boy Samuel continued to grow both in stature and favor with the Lord and worship with men. And there came a man of God to Eli and said to him, Thus says the Lord, Did I indeed reveal myself to the house of your father, when they were in Egypt subject to the house of Pharaoh? Did I choose a man of all the tribes of Israel to be your priest, to go up to my altar, to burn incense, to hold an effort before me? And I gave it to the house of your father, all my offerings by fire from the people of Israel. Why then do you scorn my sacrifice and my offerings that I command for my God? And are your sons above me by fanning yourselves on the choice parts of every offering of my people Israel? Therefore the Lord, the God of Israel, declares, I promise that your house and the house of your father should go before me forever. And I, the Lord, declare, swap you from me, for those who honor me I will honor, and those who despise me shall be lightly esteemed. And behold, the days are coming when I will cut off your strength and the strength of your father's house, so that there will not be an old man in your house, and in injustice you will look with envious eye on all the prosperity that shall be bestowed on Israel. And there shall not be an old man in your house forever, who is honoured. No, only one of your hairs shall not cut off from my altar. He shall be spared to weep his eyes and to grieve his heart. And the descendants of his house shall die by the sword of man. And this that shall come upon you, 2 sons of your fathers shall be assigned to you. Everything shall die on the same day, and I will raise up for myself a faithful priest to do according to what is in my heart and in my mind. I'll build him a sure house, and he shall go in and out before my anointed, so forever. And everyone who is left in your house shall come and implore him. And before a priest of silver or loaf of bread shall say, Please put me in one of the priest's places that I may eat a morsel of bread. Now the boy Samuel was ministering to the Lord in the presence of Eli, and the word of the Lord was read in those days. There is no frequent vision. At the time Eli, his eyes had begun to grow dim, so that he could not see, was lying down in his own place. The lamp of God had not yet grown older. Samuel was lying down in the temple of the Lord, where the ark of God was. Then the Lord called Samuel and said, Here I am. And ran to Eli and said, Here I am, for you called me. And he said, I did not call, lie down again. So he went and lay down. And the Lord called again Samuel. And Samuel rose and went to Eli and said, Here I am, for you called me. And he said, I did not call, my son, lie down again. Now Samuel did not yet know the Lord, and the word of the Lord had not yet been revealed. And the Lord called Samuel again the third time. And he rose and went to Eli and said, Here I am, for you called me. And Eli perceived that the Lord was calling the boy. Therefore Eli said to Samuel, Go lie down, and if he calls you, you shall say, Speak, Lord, for your son here. And Samuel went and lay down in his place. And the Lord came and stood, calling us out of the times, Samuel, Samuel. And Samuel said, Speak, for your son hears. And the Lord said to Samuel, Behold, I am about to do a thing in Israel. And as the 2 years everyone hears it will tingle. On that day I will fulfill concerning all that I have spoken concerning this house, from beginning to end. And I will declare to him that I am about to punish his house forever for the iniquity that he knew, because the sons of blasphemy God. And he did not restrain me. Therefore I swear to the house of Eli, let the iniquity of Eli's house shall not be turned off, or my sacrifice and offering forever. Samuel lay until morning, and he opened the doors of the house of the Lord. And Samuel was afraid to tell the vision to Eli. Eli called Samuel and said, Samuel, my son. He said, Here I am. And Eli said, What was it that he told you? Do not hide it from me. May God do so to you more so if you hide anything from me of what he told you. So Samuel told him everything and hid nothing from him. He said, Let's do what seems good to him. And Samuel grew. And the Lord was with him, and let none of his words fall to the ground. And all Israel from Dan to Bishop knew that Samuel was established as a prophet of the Lord. And the Lord appeared again to Shiloh, and for the while the Lord revealed himself to Samuel at Shiloh by the word of the Lord. And the word of Samuel came to all Israel. Now Israel went out to battle against the Philistines, and he encamped at Ebenezer, and the Philistines encamped at Ephek. And the Philistines drew up in line against Israel. When the battle spread, Israel was defeated before the Philistines. He killed about 4,000 men on the field of battle, and the people came to the camp that was Israel said, Why has the Lord defeated us today before the Philistines? Let us bring the ark of the covenant of the Lord here from Shiloh, and he come among us and save us from the power of our enemies. So the people sent to Shiloh and brought from there the ark of the covenant of the Lord host, who was enthroned on the cherub, and 2 sons of Eli, Hophni, and Phinehas were there with the ark of the covenant of God. As soon as the ark of the covenant of the Lord came into the camp, came into the camp, and the Lord also gave a mighty shout so that the earth was sounded. And the Philistines had the noise of the shout. They said, "What does this great shouting in of the Hebrews mean?" And they learned that the ark of the Lord had come to the camp. The Philistines were afraid, for they said, "God has come into the camp." They say, "Woe to us, for nothing like this has happened before. Woe to us, for who can deliver us from the power of these mighty gods? These are the gods who struck the Egyptians with every sort of plague in the wilderness. Take courage and be men, O Philistines, lest you become slaves to the Hebrews, as they have been to. Be men and fight." So the Philistines fought, and Israel was defeated, and they fled, every man to his home. And there was a very great slaughter, for 30,000 foot soldiers of Israel fell. And the ark of God captured the 2 sons of Eli, Hophni, and Phinehas. And a man of Benjamin from the battle line came to Shiloh the same day, with his clothes torn with dirt on his head. And he arrived. Eli was sitting on the seat by the road, watching for his hot trouble from the ark of God. And the man came into the sea and told them, "We'll see a cry." When Eli heard the sound of the outcry, he said, "Why is it apple?" And the man heard it and came and told him. Now Eli was 98 years old, his eyes were set, so he could not see. And the man said to Eli, "I am here from the bow. I fled from the bow today." And he said, "How did it go, my son?" And he brought the news and said, "For the poor Philistines, there has been a great defeat among the people." And the sons of Hophni and Phinehas are dead, and the ark of God is being captured. As soon as he mentioned the ark of God, Eli fell over backwards from the sea by the side of the gate, and his neck was broken, and he died. The man was old and heavy. He had judged Israel 40 years. Now his daughter-in-law, the wife of Phinehas, was pregnant and about to give birth. And when she heard the news that the ark of God was captured, and her father-in-law and her husband were dead, she bowed and gave birth, for her pains came upon her. And about the time of her death, the woman attending her said to her, "Do not be afraid, for you have borne a son." She did not answer or pay attention, and she named the child Ichabod, saying, "The glory has departed from Israel, because the ark of God is being captured, and because her father-in-law and her husband." And she said, "The glory has departed from Israel, for the ark of God is being captured." And the Philistines captured the ark of God. They brought her from Ebenezer to Ashdod, and the Philistines took the ark of God and brought it into the house of Dagon and set it up beside Dagon. And the Hebrew Ashdod rose early the next day. Behold, Dagon had fallen face down on the ground because of the ark of the Lord. So they took Dagon and put him back in his place. And they rose early on the next morning. Behold, Dagon had fallen face down on the ground. Therefore the ark of the Lord, and the head of Dagon, both his hands lying cut off on the threshold. Only the chunk of Dagon was left in. That's why the priest of Dagon went into the house of Dagon, did not tread on the threshold of Dagon in Ashdod to this day. And the hand of the Lord was heavy against the people of Ashdod, and he terrified and afflicted them with tumors, both Ashdod and his territory. And when the men of Ashdod saw how things were, they said, "The ark of God must not remain with us. His hands are hard against us, and against Dagon our God." So they sent and gathered together all the lords of the Philistines, and said, "What shall we do with the ark of God of Israel?" They answered, "Let the ark of God of Israel be brought around to Gath." So they brought the ark of God over Israel there. And after they had brought it over, the hand of the Lord was against the city, causing a very great panic, and he afflicted the men of the city. Both young also that tumors broke out on them. So they sent the ark of God to Ekron. As soon as the ark of God came to Ekron, the people of Ekron cried out, "They brought around to us the ark of the God of Israel to kill us and our people." And he sent therefore and gathered together all the lords of the Philistines, and said, "Send away the ark of the God of Israel. Let it return to its own place, that it may not kill us and our people." There was a deathly panic throughout the whole city. The hand of God was very heavy there, and the man hated the battle was struck with tumors, and the cry of the sea went up to heaven. The ark of the Lord was in the country of the Philistines 7 months. And the Philistines called for the priests and the diviners and said, "What shall we do with the ark of the Lord? Tell us, we thought we shall send it to its place." He said, "If you send away the ark of the God of Israel, do not send it empty, but I all means return him with a kill offering. Then you will be healed, and it will be known to you by why his hand does not turn away from me." And he said, "What is the guilt offering that we shall return to?" And he answered, 5 golden tumors and 5 golden mice, according to the number of the lords of the Philistines. And the same plague was on all of you and on your lords. So you must make images of your tumors and images of your mice that ravage your land, and give glory to the God of Israel. Perhaps he will lighten his hand from off you and your lords in your land. Why should you harden your hearts, says the Egyptian, very harden their hearts? And after he had done so with them, did they not send the people away? And they departed. Now then, take and prepare a new cart and 2 milk cows, which they had never come a yoke, and yoke the cows to the cart, and take their cows away from them, and take the ark of the Lord and place on the cart, and put in a box at his side the figures of gold, which you are returning to him as a guilt offering, and send it off and let it go its way and watch. If it goes up on the way to its own land, to Bethshemesh, then it is he who has done us this great harm. If not, then we shall know that it is not his hand that struck us, and how it does by coincidence. And men did so, and took 2 milk cows, and yoked them to the cart, and shut up their cows at home. And they put the ark of the Lord on the cart, and the box with the golden mice, and the images of their tumors. And the cows went straight in the direction of Bethshemesh along one highway, lowing as they went. They turned neither to the right nor to the left, and the lords of the Philistines went after them, as far as the border of Bethshemesh. Now the people of Bethshemesh were weeping their wheat harvests in the valley, and they lifted up their eyes and saw the ark. They rejoiced to see. The cart came into the field of Joshua Bethshemesh and stopped there. A great stone was there, and they split out the wood of the cart and offered the cows as a burnt offering to the Lord. And Leah took down the ark of the Lord and the burnt offering box that was beside, in which were golden figures, and set them upon a great stone, and the men of Bethshemesh offered burnt offerings and sacrifices one day. And the 5 lords of the Philistines saw it, they returned that day to Ekron. These are the golden achievements of the Philistines returned as a secure offering to the Lord. 1 for Ashtar, 1 for Gaza, 1 for Ashkelon, 1 for Gath, 1 for Ekron, the golden according to above all the cities of the Philistines, belonging to the 5 lords, both 4 or 5 cities and waters. And the greatest name was Zion, which they set down the ark of the Lord as a witness to this day in the field of Joshua and Bethshemesh. And he struck some of the men of Bethshemesh. As they looked on the ark of the Lord, he struck 70 men of them. And the people mad because the Lord had struck the people with a great blow. And the men of Bethshemesh said, "Who are able to stand before the Lord, this holy God? And who shall go away from us?" So they sent messengers to the inhabitants of Kiriath-Jearim, saying, "Philistines have returned the ark of the Lord. Come down and take it up to you." And the men of Kiriath-Jearim came and took up the ark of the Lord, and brought it to the house of Abinadab on the hill. And they consecrated his son Elazar to have charge of the ark of the Lord. And the day that the ark was lodged at Kiriath-Jearim, a long time passing from some 20 years. And all the house of Israel lamented after the Lord. And Samuel said to all the house of Israel, "If you are returning to the Lord with all your heart, and put out the fire God that I start from the Lord, and direct your heart to the Lord, and serve him, and he will deliver you out of the hand of the Philistines." So the people of Israel put away the Baals and the Ashtaroth, instead of the Lord only. And Samuel said, "Gather all Israel at Mizpah, now pray to the Lord for you." So they gathered at Mizpah and drew wood and poured out before the Lord, and fasted on that day, and said, "We sinned against the Lord." Samuel judged the people of Israel at Mizpah. And when the Philistines heard that the people of Israel gathered at Mizpah, the lords of the Philistines were against Israel. When the people of Israel heard of it, they were afraid of the Philistines. And the people of Israel said to Samuel, "Do not cease to cry out to the Lord our God for us, and he may save us from the hand of the Philistines." So Samuel took a nursing lamb, offered it as a whole burnt offering to the Lord. Then Samuel cried out to the Lord for Israel, and the Lord answered. And Samuel was offering up the burnt offering. The Philistines drew near to attack Israel, but the Lord thundered with a mighty sound that day against the Philistines, and threw them into confusion, and they were defeated before Israel. And the men of Israel went up from Mizpah, and pursued the Philistines, and struck them as far as the way of Beth-Kar. Then Samuel took a stone and set it up between Mizpah and Shem, and he called his name Ebenezer. And he said, "Till now the Lord helped us." So the Philistines were subdued to again into the territory of Israel. And the hand of the Lord was taken against the Philistines all the days of Samuel. So he said the Philistines had taken from Israel, restored to Israel from Ekron to Gath. And Israel divided their territory from the hand of the Philistines. Those peace also between Israel and Moabites. So Samuel judged all the days of Israel, and he went on a circuit year by year to Bethel, Gilgal, and Mizpah. He judged Israel in all these places, and he was sent around for his hamster. And there also he judged us, and he built there an altar to the Lord. Proverbs 17. Better than dry morsels with bread than has full of feast and strife. And 70 deals wives of the Lord, if they shall make acts. The Christ was silver, and the fences forgotten, the evil doubt, the Lord tests us. The evil doubt listen to wicked lips, and gives ear to mischievous tongue. Whoever most important insults me, he is quiet, and they will not go unpunished. Against you are the kind of the age, and the word of chance their fathers. My trees have not become into a fool. It's not his fault to be to a prince, and perhaps like a magic stone in the eyes of the one who gives it. Wherever he tends prospers, and whoever comes an offense seeks love, and he repeats a man except for his question. May be a grace deep into a man of understanding than 100 blows into a fool. No man seeks her never been. In the rebel, and a cool messenger we sin against. Now a man made a she-bear robbed of her cubs rather than a fool in his flight. My own returns you for good, he will not depart from his hand. The man that strives like that and waters equipped before the quarrel breaks. You justifies looking, he condemns the righteous, but like an abomination to the law. You I should have all have money in his hand to buy wisdom, and he did not sin. Man loves at all times, and above his room for adversity. One who lacks sense gives pleasure, and puts its security in the present person. No one is drunk goes from his time, he makes him store high seeks to shine. The man of broken heart doesn't discover good, and the dishonest tongue was not found. His eyes are focused himself, and the father of my joy. The joy of life gives me the cross for the trust of mine. The Lord casts us privacy that took about the way suggested. The discerning sets his face to all wisdom. That the eyes are full of man's ear. The voice on his agreed to his father, bitterness to her boy. And in present final the righteous man is not there. Will strike the nerve of the outward. Will change his words not. And he hears the course of his name. The earth will keep on skins his brain. He goes his steps. He's doing detergent. Psalm 144. Blessed be the Lord, my rock, who changed my hands forward, my fingers for back. It is my steps, Lord, my fortune, my strong hand, my deliverer. I see only he in whom I take refuge. He subdues people under me, O Lord. What is man that you are God? What son of man did he think? That you think of me? Man is like a breath, his days are like the passing shadow. Wherever your heavens are, Lord, and come down. First man so that these make flash with your lightning and scatter. Not your eyes, search it, your hand from on high. Skip me and deliver me from many water, from the hand of flames. He is a master of light, and whose right hand is the right hand for destruction. Singing new song to you, Lord. I'm not saying something. Who gives victory to King rescue David is set from the coast. Rescuing from the hand of fire and see massive fire. With our hands and right hand falsely. Hands like it, and that you'd be like coins full gun. Idols like contours make up for the structure of the past. Your greater is be full, providing all kinds of budgets. May your sheep bring forth 10,000s and 30,000s in affairs. Your cow be heavy with them. And suffering no mishap or failure and bear. May they be in a cry of distress in their streets, but that's other people to whom such blessings will bless other people whose God is the Lord. Now that's astonished, and that did the Lord's prayer. His prayer has above in heaven, and let there be your name. Your kingdom come, your will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us today our daily bread, and give us today our sins, as we forgive our debtors. It is not temptation, but deliver us from evil one. For yours is the kingdom, the power, and the glory forever. Amen. See you tomorrow. Bye.